Alright, hi guys. So we're picking up right where we left off. I found a direction for this once again. And yeah, I'm kind of losing my direction a little bit. Which is why I'm waiting weeks on it before I continue. So that way it's not rushed, it's not panically drawn out. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going with this. It's saying yes, it'll remain on the angst route. Good, but yeah, I may wind up dropping the series. But definitely I'm going to be able to keep this going for at least hopefully until the intended point of where I'm going with this. The show the series is I'm sorry. I'll spoil the show. Oh, the series will leave you on a cliffhanger, or where you will get to decide, hey, what end you want to have. And yeah, basically the series will pick off at a different point, where you can just decide which version of the ending you want. Now the ending of the series will come when Amelia is finally an adult, and will be either returning to Zalfu or going to who find Ulrich. This will be the decision point of which you can decide which ending you prefer, or where she reunite with Itsuyin, or go and find Ulrich. Now Amelia is not immediately trying to leave, like Hannah would want, but that is mainly because Amelia feels that it's more stable to just stay there until she's 18 and save every penny that she has from her job in order to walk away with at least some amount of money. But this upsets Hannah to an absolute degree. And of course, Amelia has not forgotten what happened. And then she is reminding Hannah that they need to be financially stable before they can just leave. Because their situation is not realistic at the moment. Basically, she generally wants to be nice to them. Not just because as if they are completely avoidant and in being a complete douche and just avoiding any interaction with them. It will look suspicious, but because she generally wants to get along with them. Now keep in mind it's been 3 months since this last interaction. Actually, Hannah wants to know how they're doing, money wise. And while it's not a great amount of money, it's definitely not to the point where you're going to be starving if you just choose to leave. Now, she's not referring to Suyin herself, so she is referring to her husband and her kids. Kids, and that's it. Now, she's putting this off till her suggested time, and because not only will they have more money by then, and like a lot more, but it will allow her a close attempt to get closer with Suyin's family and actually form a real friendship again and with them. Now keep in mind, this will be explained later on. And I will cover this lore later on. But for now, you're just going to get the mentions of it. Amelia is generally a nicer, softer person than Hannah. And Hannah has been hardened by the hardships of their life. Whereas Amelia, much like with her past life, if she wanted to try and get along, and will generally try to have friendships, if not family. Whereas Hannah just views this as an ongoing weakness. Since she generally views Suyin and her family as one and the same. Now Hannah's plan, and unannounced to Amelia, is to essentially just ditch their children. And well, Amelia plans on taking them with. Because for Hannah, and not only are they Suyin and Lin's blood, but they will be a financial burden in the long run. And whereas Amelia sees them as the people that she generally cares about, the only family that she has left. And then Hannah is basically looking at this ideology, this belief, these views of the world as if she's insane. Now they generally did have a close relationship with Suyin and Toph and Lin in their past lives. If they were the people who took her in after her family was just gone. And her and her older sister were close to them. They generally felt like family. Now what he's reminding Amelia of here is the way that they broke their promise is when they said they would stay forever, that they would always care about her, that they would always be there for her. Or they broke that promise, they let the killers walk away without any consequences. And now her older sister did try to get revenge, and her older sister is in fact disabled because of this revenge. And Hannah essentially sees it as Amara doing what the others were unwilling to do. Now, Amelia hates the fact that she is shouting in her face about this. It's because this is not a fair thing to be put on her. And Hannah's just like, fine, we'll wait. But she's not going to be exactly playing nice about this. And to some degree, Amelia understands why Hannah hates them. And she does. But she generally thinks there is a chance for her to be close with the next generation of the Beifong family. But not repair her relationship with the three who wronged her. But anyways, this will be all for today's video. Bye, guys.